As one man down the right gets it across, and well, again, it's that Mantino. Saves the team from blushes. Got it inside. And somehow a smothering save to keep the Leicester strikers at bay. Here'll be a throw. Leicester penetrating inside now. Taking the time for the world to get past the players comfortably. Low ball forward in the center and a neat touchdown. Cameroon. Back again. Off towards Jack Butterfield. Gets the ball inside Joe. There is no man to convert it again. You've seen this problem. Just the final touch has been missing from Leicester. Joe here. Squares it inside. And again, falling onto the opponent's trap. Here goes Jack. Strikes it, miscued, and away and out. Frustrations clearly latching on his face. There it is. Well, he's certainly not happy with the way he attempted that one. Arsenal. Stino. We can hear the coaches, of course, telling the players to organise in the midfield. Now, Leicester have really made the chances. Surprisingly, Arsenal has been on the offensive on the other side. Cameroon. City. Switch it over to the left. Here goes Bailyn Johnson. Inch perfect pass. Buden. Bailyn Johnson. Calls it inside and a comfortable catch. Oh well. Slipped it for a second. Grabs it back. Oh, there was a missed trap and in the end. Look at that, the cross which came in. The goalkeeper had the technique right, but just in the end, falling over. Just could not got the perfect place for the ball, and it'll be a goal kick, or rather set piece there for Leicester City. Tyler Weeks with a long shot forward. Jack Butterfield. Oh, tried to nutmeg him, but still managed to get the ball back in his favour. Cameroon on from the left. Could be a tough battle, and we've seen the league getting physical. A couple of times, of course. Great ball, put it forward now. Buden on for Bailyn Johnson. Crosses it inside. Finds his man. Great turn by City. And just towards the far post from his side. Trying to lurk into the gap between the goalkeeper and the far post. Well, he's an expert at that. Back again to Josh. Leicester City. Pennant. All the skills, all the flair. Turns one inside. Joe with the header. Or rather the touch. And Joe pulls one back. This is incredible football from Leicester City. And they've got the first goal here. And Joe Wormlington, of course, gets his first and first for Leicester City. There's a cross which came in from Pennant. Joe missing the first hit on the first time. And then in the end, great trap and easy finish. Delightful for all the viewers. It's Leicester 1, Arsenal 0. Just an easy finish there. They could have nothing much to do with that one. Arsenal would be wearing the thinking cap on. And underway with action yet again, City. Now he has to step up. City Peck. We know he can snatch some goals away from the opponent's jaw. Alex. To Cameroon. Collected by Joe. Bursting forward.
Yes, Leicester scored one.
going on there. Tino looking for the long ball in from the center. Loft towards Harvey. Collected. Just trying to get into the gap there. City Peck
Arsenal players look
been
like
lynched in
tired.
the
They are
center
tired.
with the swift challenges. Pennant. Pennant was the one who assisted the ball earlier on. To Joe, of course, in the first place. Look at how tightly Arsenal are holding him, and they have to be careful, not really conceding anything on the other side in their goal.
Let's see. It can be changed in second half.
Back again on the other side, Jack Butterfield. A strike taken and a save. The keeper has been absolutely vigilant with a strong punch away from the goal. Another head and an easy collect.
Yes, I guess that's the
Oh, this is a
due
shot
to
which
the
came in.
change in
Roddy.
atmosphere.
Powerful strike.
It's
And a better
humid in
save, in
Mumbai.
fact.
I guess they didn't cope up with the environment
Headed
over
off.
here.
Arsenal clearly under pressure on this match. This could be a difficult task for them altogether.
And Arsenal
Trailing
players are looking
Leicester.
younger than Leicester City. They're physically very much younger.
Off again, Jimmy Gower. Cameroon looking forward for his teammates and gets on the other side. Jimmy. A little short but very swift and quick down. Leicester moving forward. Pennant. Butterfield. Goes back to Joe now. Racing forward. Arsenal have perhaps gone in the defensive mode. They can turn it quickly. There's the man. Buren has got a goal already in his name in the tournament. In the youth games, of course. City Peck. First touch. Played it down.
Oh, great movement.
Gets into the center. Great first touch there. Oh, this could be dangerous and disastrous, but it will still not be. Still in
It
the
was
play,
a great
Bradley.
movement, guys.
Off to City. Bradley calling for the ball, and this could be an intense battle. Oh, he's frustrated. The referee says play on. On the other side, Pennant now moving forward. Inching. Look at the ball into Butterfield now. This could be anywhere. Oh, this could be a yellow card, and surprisingly it is. To Jack Butterfield. Well, let's see what happened. Now here's the challenge, and oh yes, it was for the late challenge, late tackle which came in from Jack. He does not have to do it. He's been playing brilliantly, and this team perhaps needs him to control the game from here on. He's taking all his options, and well, a little confusing there. To remind all of viewers, we're playing this game in a stipulated time of 50 minutes.
Yes, that can be
25 minutes
dangerous.
each off, as we just a couple of minutes away in this game. Pennant racing forward. Oh, look at he's
Oh,
asking
no
for the
one
ball,
was
and he's a
there.
little frustrated. Jack Butterfield. Pennant was riding high on confidence with the ball and was attempting to take this shot. Finds in the gap. Tino
If you have watched
so instrumental
Mumbai City versus Leicester
finding
City,
the defense
they are
together.
very much physical.
Now on the right, we have Shane asking for the ball. Jack Butterfield. And will be on the receiving end this time round.
And I guess Arsenal is playing with
Ships
under
it forward
14
yet
and under
again.
16 team, mix of under 14 and under 16. And Leicester City is playing with all
Tino.
under 16 players. That can be one reason.
They're on the lead, and perhaps should not be complacent about the fact Arsenal can come in back at any moment. sure they have a couple of changes to make here on. And here goes Roddy.
Oh, great tackle.
Great tackle there from City Beck.
But Reliance U team was a surprise package. I didn't expect that they will do so much well. In Indian Youth League, they didn't
Wait
perform
for
well.
Sach.
I guess that's
Just
due
try
to
to
the age frauding
put some authority
scenario in
Leicester.
India. Most
Tell you
of
what, we have the likes of Michael Rosiak.
most of the youth team in India got
Just show
overage
more.
player.
Wait for that man.
That's why
Alien.
Reliance
He's already scored
team
today.
didn't perform well over there.
Rested there by the
But
coach.
now you can clearly see that the technical
Chino.
ability and the
Alex comes into play.
tactics were
Lofted
quite
ball.
good,
Not really intended to
and
play
they
it there.
proved themselves over here.
Joe.
And Mustaq was a different. Yes, when in 2014
quickly
ISL
turning.
came,
Twisting.
they promised
what
that
he's
they
been
will
doing a couple of
develop
times. What he's really
Indian
allowing is
players,
the
and they
players
are
to come
doing
back.
that. The results
Shane.
can be, and now results are showing that
City Beck.
how investment can change.
Back again to Shane. Arsenal lifting the spirits up. Here's a run again from Kwame. Very well intercepted. Cameroon.
Rachit, I cannot say that
Again for
they
throwing.
are playing with best 11
Tino.
as we
And
never
we can
heard
confirm
or
just a minute of added time
seen
here at the last corporate
playing
park.
them before.
In this game here. You can expect plenty of changes in the second half itself, of course. And we already have one on either sides. Here's a throw in. Alien, the man who scored the goal, comes inside.
But there will be
They look desperate.
benefit
And of course, drastic times
in
call for
under
drastic
18,
measures. This time
under
around,
23.
Alien Thorn.
If you watch BFC, FC
Come
Goa,
inside.
they are
Look at
playing
Look at the great wheeling.
ground,
Won't
but
leave it till
Mumbai
the
City
end.
was playing in long balls.
Shane Marunza.
Mumbai City players don't have that technical
There's a
ability.
challenge. Oh, well. Completely taking him on.
If you have watched all the games,
Dangling
you
head,
can
of course,
see
was the
that
problem
Mumbai City
there.
was too poor. For me, Mumbai City was too poor. They only parked the bus for the whole match, whole 3 games. That's sad.
Tino.
In young age, you should give them opportunity,
Alex.
show their
Comfortable
skill.
passing. Not much of a trouble, Bradley.
and that's the time they can improve.
Here's a run forward. Alien, the man who's come inside. And well, the referee in the center blows the whistle in what has been a game just separating the teams.
Yes,
There's a goal by
Bangalore
Leicester City
lost
to
that
that man
match.
Joe. And great game of football to the start, to say the least. It was Arsenal taking on Leicester City. That's the story so far here at the Reliance Corporate Park.
And Mumbai
It
City is
Leicester
not
City
famous
1,
for their
Arsenal
youth
0.
development, but Pune City,
Stay tuned for action. We'll be coming
Bangalore,
back shortly on the other side.
they are very much famous for their youth development teams. Reliance and Tata. How can we forget the Tata youth development? Now they have associated with ATM, and you can, if you follow their pages, they around 20 to 30. They have associated with 30 schools. And then boys from under 8 to under 6, they are training them. They are setting up their academics over there, and that's a good investment. And if the rumors have came that Mumbai City will merge with Man City, then we can see a different scenario, a new development. As you know, all know that city groups have immense amount of money in their pocket. But you can clearly see that from we cannot imagine that Indian team can compete with foreign team like Arsenal Premier League team, but they are doing so. They are proving their mettle now. And football is a not one night game, and it will not change in overnight. It will take time, and now we can see the result. Yes, under 23 team is quite well, and they can perform well, and under 23 team selection was quite good, as they have selected under 19, under 16 teams, so they can immense amount of experience they will get, and when they will grow under 20 or under 22, then they can perform much better what they are performing now. Everyone can have their own point of view. There's nothing in it. Guys, what do you think about ISL semi-finals? Who will win? Who will be two finalists? First of all, for me, I want to see Northeast in final. They deserve this, and I like the way Northeast have played this season. What about you guys? What do you think about it? Two finalists. It will take time. It will take time. As I am very much hopeful for Anwar Ali. Next season, Anwar Ali will move to Mumbai City, and it will be great. Alongside with playing with Lucien Goyan and Subhasis Bose, he will learn more, and he is very much. If you have watched Indian Arrows game, he is one of the best player in the whole team. Yes, I want to Northeast to win this season. Many people have said that ISL have lost their charm and many things. They're not investing in youth, but it will take time here. They have only started few years back. ISL started back in 2014, right? And they started investing in youth from 2016. It's only 3 years. It will take time.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the youth.
And yes,
2019,
Aniket
brought to you by the
Yadav
Premier League and
went
United
there.
Super League. And for
Black
the first
Rover.
time itself,
I can't
we'll be
remember
witnessing
the
Leicester
club
City
name.
taking on Arsenal here at the Reliance Corporate Park in India.
3 month trial
Heard it right.
or training, you can say.
Arsenal now trading by a goal to Leicester City.
But this season, I'm very much disappointed with Aniket.
Played this game pretty well, and it is very well coming down to its expectations. Plenty of dignitaries from around
Aniket Yadav. I'm very much disappointed about
1 week.
this season.
All extravaganza by the Premier League as a part of the Premier League.
Yes,
Football development in India. In that
Minerva
time, of
have
course, they've always long-standing
associated with
relationship HeroISL,
German club,
primary mission to develop Indian football.
and Minerva got the best youth development system. I went there at Minerva club. I stayed there for 4-5 days,
And Leicester
and
City,
they
of
have
course,
very good system.
come here to compete against teams from India, the likes of
Yes, and
FC,
FC Basel with
Reliance
Chennai.
Camp champs,
But there an issue is going on among FC Basel fans and FC Basel.
workshops and forums as well. It's not just the matches, of course, which has been here. So, of course, final.
Guys, if you don't want to hear my commentary, I'm not commenting.
Leicester City
I'm just answering the question, and it's good if we discuss. If you don't like, okay, I will shut my mouth.
Their home itself with the red and white. as the referees make their way inside. And of course the young chaps from the Oscar Foundation and also the Reliance Foundation have made their way here. Changes from both sides. And we're underway very shortly. We're just awaiting a couple of substitutions from both sides. Now, there comes in the man, Ismail Kabia. We've all been talking about.
That's fine. In regular basis, I interact with such kind of fans.
On the right. Leicester taking it forward now. This could be interesting because they've had a couple of changes.
Did you watch today's AFC Cup qualifier, Chennai versus Colombia? I'm very much disappointed after watching that match. Didn't expect Chennai will
as well
do so poorly.
It's in the likes of Stephen Dice, Rata Izumi as well. He's also coaching the young champs. Now very well run back by Leicester. This could be a great chance to put it forward. Bennett pulls the trigger and onto the side netting. Well, he's been looking for his luck, which he hasn't found yet.
It's 0-0.
The likes of Josh Robinson.
You can watch that match in my channel.
Earlier. Well, there has been a change. You've seen Josh coming forward earlier in the games. Here has been a little different. The approach by Arsenal.
I got several videos. You can check it out.
Calling ball. Put away. Will.
Yes, goalless. Chennai was playing too slow. I don't know what was the reason behind it.
Playing inside.
I also got that video of India versus Argentina match. I streamed the whole match. You can watch full match and highlights too. I was frustrated, man. How Chennai can play so slow, and it's so depressing to watch them playing so awkwardly.
Pennant offers Joe. Puts it forward now towards Jesper. Who's been brought inside. Calling effort inside. Trying to keep the lead long. Leicester, of course, could get this one. Waiting for a throw now.
Guys, I'm thinking about in few days we can talk one-on-one about the football.
Pretty proud about the results so far. The newly appointed manager, Brendan Rodgers. Looking forward for all these young talent as Arsenal take it forward from now on. Josh Robinson off to a smile. There's the sensation I was talking about. Oh, look at that. What composure. A little low. And we'll enjoy the quick and slithery movements into the center. Ismail Kabia. A couple of talents have really caught our eye. Likes of Mushtaq. Sahil Rathod from Mumbai, Mushtaq from Young Champs, of course, to name a few. Even for that matter, of course, Joe has been pretty impressive.
Oh, great! Thanks for those. Thanks that you have subscribed.
He's calling in for his players. They have to understand they have to close down first. They do not have to allow Arsenal to get in.
I just do that more and more people can associate with Indian football.
Number fours, and
that's why I started the stream.
It was Sammy Braybrook who
back in a few months back, there was hardly 2 or 3.
Oh, brilliant turn by Will now.
2 or 3 viewers in each and every match. Now it's growing slowly.
All the skills out of the bag. There's the turn.
Thanks, Rachi.
Talking about. Got brilliantly moves in forward. Unfortunately, the body balance is going out of control. He's coming inside now, Shane, and intercepted very well now. Arsenal pacing things up, moving it forward. The likes of Michael Rosiak, who's been brought inside now. So Michael yet again off to a smile.
And if I got proper
Bradley.
link, I will also stream under 23 matches. And did you heard that Pakistan have pulled out from
Here's
the
the ball for
our
forward
group?
now. Jesper has been playing to the right flank now.
Yes, that basketball league have just started this year, and it will slowly improve.
Plenty of
And we
talking
should
going on
move
the
from
sidelines.
cricket.
Here are
We
a
are
couple of
so
them.
big nation, and we are only in cricket. That's really depressing. I'm not against cricket, but
Tino.
we should give importance to each and every sports. And it's
Now here's a
due
chance
to
for
our
Leicester
media
again.
too.
Joe's being brought down. And this could be death. Oh, he's given it. He's given it. The referee in the center for a second thought about it. And he would not be a happy man. Look at that. Joe was riding it forward. We'll have a
I
close
don't
watch at
know
it.
what happened to
Where
Tekro.
was it? And yes, the ball is nowhere in sight.
Yes, I followed them.
It was about the dangling hand. It's not the shoulder which came in. And Leicester with the chance
I
to
guess
double
they
their
got
advantage.
few problems. That's
Let's
why
show the same man.
they didn't
Got the
stream
first goal.
this match. And they will. They are very
Joe,
much
and a
passionate.
brilliant save. Oh, even not in the rebound.
Oh, great
He
save.
tried to gobble it up. Leicester, how could they miss that?
Dude, I got very
Brilliant
less
keeping
idea
there.
about
Brilliant
basketball.
keeping. Joe diving in towards his right on the other side, in fact. Alex was quickly up. That was a
But if
remarkable
you
moment.
guys
He was
want
quickly up. He knew the ball was coming in pretty quick.
any update about it, I can check
Penalty
it
saved.
in net and give you guys a little update about basketball too.
We told
Guys, you
a
can
lot of
comment
action.
your favorite player from
Started so
Indian
far.
Arrows
Been going
who
neck to neck.
impressed you
Great ball again.
this season.
Harvey.
You think that
Putting it back.
one player that who have
Jesper.
improved from last season? Indian Arrows.
Sing rally from Pennant. Now, in towards Will Alves.
I will try. Okay.
For Tino could get it back in
I
his favor.
cannot guarantee you, but
Will.
I will try. I should really try about to know
Surprisingly,
more
the game
about
has been
basketball.
a little slower. If you talk about a typical English game and the pace associated to it, could be a lot in common. Seen plenty of Englishmen as well,
Oh, foul.
striking a chord with the Indian Super League earlier on. We had legends the likes of Robert Prayers from Arsenal, Freddie Ljungberg. This was the strike. Have a look. Just try to get a nutmeg through him and just getting physically over him. He always was, isn't it? And there's another foul and immediate yellow card given. No questions asked. No answers delivered. It's a yellow card. Still, as you prepare for a substitution before, you can have a look here at the card given for this challenge. And it was a horrific one.
I don't know the format. If they will win the cup
Change for Leicester City
or
again.
what is the format to
changes,
win
in
the
fact.
cup? I didn't see
Sonny
any
Singh
cup
comes
over
inside.
here.
And
It's a short type of tournament, I guess. They're not playing for the cup.
we also have a couple of other
That's
changes.
kind of
Archie Wesley
exhibition
now.
matches.
It's pretty much the squad which Leicester fielded in earlier on in the game, which they won against.
If Leicester City win, I don't think they will win the cup because if you go through the goal difference, Reliance
Young chaps,
Foundation
in
got
fact.
more goals than Leicester City.
All the changes are in place here.
That's a Premier League trophy. If you notice that, that's a Premier League trophy.
Show on the left now.
Right now, it is in Mumbai.
Yogesh Shane, Marudza. Brilliant touch.
And in few days, the Champions
Ben Nelson.
League trophy will be in Mumbai soon.
Spanning the
I
midfield.
guess it's in
Now,
7 and 9.
as either of the likes of Roddy and
8 and 9.
Harvey on these sides. The captain has just moved it a couple of inches forward from his original position. Arsenal. Will. Great first touch. It's Bradley.
Oh,
great ball
great
forward.
ball.
Off towards Balin Johnson, the man who's already scored a goal. Can pull the trigger, gets it inside. And not much of an effort into the goal. City Pack has been completely neutralized there by Leicester City. You know of his exploits in the attacking third. Can wreak havoc if he's been given the ball there. But he's nowhere to be seen today.
As I said,
Second game
Arsenal
at
will
least,
attack
and
in second half, and
players
now
tumbling.
they're trying their hard to score one.
Jimmy was the man.
And they are looking very much
They like it hard,
energetic
isn't it?
from first half. If you have
Free
watched
kick
the first
on
half,
for
they are
Arsenal.
quite slow and they are looking
And the captain,
they are
Buren, lines in for the
looking
free
that
kick.
they are not willing to play. Now they are very much going for the attack.
Buren eyeing all his
I
options open.
don't know that it's their coach strategy or
Perhaps
something
on
else.
towards the left, headed away. It's not the likes of Will who was inching closer. Oh, miscommunication in the end, cleared off by the goalkeeper. Oh, there's the challenge. I'm sure it draws inspiration from Kasper Schmeichel. Long-standing goalkeeper from Leicester. A lot has been said over
In Leicester
social
City
media about
team,
the resounding victory earlier on.
they got a
But
Asian
getting
born
used to
player,
this,
I mean
as
Indian heritage
Sunil Chetri rightly
player,
said
Sunny Singh.
sometime back. But I was getting used to a couple of things. Be it about
If
qualifying for
you will go through the
Asian Cup
list squad
or
list,
even such
you can
games.
find Sunny Singh,
It has to
and
become a
he
new
is
normal.
Indian heritage. He got Indian heritage.
In from the centre again. Oh, they're meticulously taking it from the centre towards the right and again bringing it back, cutting into the centre. Shane. Archie on the overlap there. In the centre, Archie with a height, and guess what? It's again that man, Tino, coming into the rescue. Always there, always there. Tino, Pennant, gets it inside, a touch which was required. Getting everyone excited. Shut the something for the Leicester City fans to cheer from here on. As they'll be inching closer to an imperative victory in the youth games here in India. As he's getting closer to the 40th minute mark very soon. Arsenal have not at all lost it yet. From the centre again. Now. Here goes Balin Johnson. Balin has Buren on the side. A shot. A feeble one, in fact. This has been the difference. Talk about the rise of football back in India. It all started earlier on with India getting the rights to host the Under-17 World Cup. And since then, India was just placed alongside a couple of strong teams, USA, Colombia. Just played a fair game of football, giving us hopes for a population of 1.3 billion that we too can be a footballing nation, truly. Here comes the cross, and nothing much to that. You can be a fan of any team in India, in the ISL, or the I-League, of course. You can be a fan from Manjpara. You can be from the Ultras. You can be from the Orange Army. But when it comes to Indian football, we all are united, isn't it? Checking it forward, Shane. Great first touch, Ismail. Now, Balin Johnson to his piece of tricks. Dropping his shoulder time and again. Ismail waiting in the position. Now, that is what was missing. That is what is missing. He was striking between two players earlier on. Brilliant display, brilliant defending. And being applauded right away for a spot-on challenge. Tino. Look at the precision there on the ball. Talk about techniques. Yet again on the other side. Kian. As Arsenal, it actually worked for him. Ismail. Suddenly see a lot of momentum being created by Arsenal. Well, that's what can happen if the 12th man stands behind you. Ardent Gunner fans. Well, it's not really about being with a team when they're absolutely winning everything. True fan is always tested when the team is doing pretty well, and how much you stand with it, perhaps debatable. Now he's been getting inside for some medical attention in the match again. Now we can see the crowd's been instigated there. Getting some medical treatment there. It's perhaps on his ankle, which he was hit. Well, the more you see, the more you want them to happen. Arsenal eyeing a couple of changes as well. The Heron. Back from Josh Robinson. Played forward from Alex. This kind of exposure, of course, it's not just for the Indian teams. It's perhaps for the first time even Arsenal are playing here in these conditions. In the afternoon, of course, if you remember, it's pretty humid and hot. That was the biggest challenge for them after traveling and attending a couple of workshops, playing the tournament and playing and performing right. And we can confirm it's 3 minutes of added time for the final time here at the Reliance Corporate Park in the Youth Games 2019. It's been a hard-fought battle so far. Nothing to take away from Arsenal. Trading. It's not managed to get the balls behind from on. We're already past stipulated time, awaiting the end of the extra time as well. So yesterday at the same time, Reliance Foundation Young Champs were thrilling everyone present here. Everything across from the HeroISL Facebook page and also on GeoTV. Just a little confusion there about the throw, and they get it back. Arsenal just looking at a sense of urgency here. They need to get a goal back. They'd be happy if they could draw this from here on. Of course, no. Thinking about 3 points here as they're all in an era of developing football here. And they're loving it. Having fans across from everywhere. In Mumbai, of course, as the news spread as wildfire. They smile again. And crucial touch. There's a man, Arata Izumi, former Kerala Blasters and India International. He's been there and enjoying the games, you can tell him from his face. This could be crucial for Arsenal. As we have a cross which comes in, and the fag end of the half here, a header connected, could be interesting, and clear off yet again off the line. Just before he could get it inside. You could sense in the urgency there. Arsenal trailing by a goal with a couple of minutes to go at the Reliance Corporate Park. Now, Henry raising his arms. Now, off for the throw now, Leicester City. And as the referee perhaps just eyeing his clock there. One back and possibly what could be perhaps the last attempt Arsenal having here. Puts in a ball inside, thwarted yet again by a brilliant piece of defending. Leicester City has shown what it takes to be the winners. And that's the story here from the Reliance Corporate Park. Leicester City emerging victorious against a side which they have all adored and might have looked up to in the Premier League. Arsenal, already trailing earlier on, just could not get a goal back again. Leicester City pulling off a surprise here. They've been on the tournament and 2 back-to-back victories for them. This one perhaps would be etched in their memories for a long, long time. They've seen everything coming. The youth from Leicester City, in perhaps the first time ever these teams have played here in India. In the Premier League Football Development Week, of course. I'm sure they'll take back the experience back home. And I'm sure they also know what kind of rise Indian football now has been. Kudos to the Reliance Foundation Young Champs for keeping and rather raising the Indian flags high. What a great game of football. What a great game of, or rather 2 days of football we've seen so far. Mumbai City FC, Arsenal, Leicester City and the Reliance Foundation Young Champs have battled it hard. With the final scoreline here, reading 1-0 in favour of Leicester City as we throw you the highlights of this particular game here on. Everything will go down. The books, of course, and the records. And this is how it started. The most sassy and the most flamboyant thing we have all known and seen growing up here in India. Perhaps seeing it regularly. The Premier League. And who would have ever thought that these teams would be playing here someday? Fantastic atmosphere here at the Reliance Corporate Park and a wonderful setting for football. Arsenal started immediately with the start earlier on. They're looking confident enough after a victory in their previous game. But Leicester City had all the flair and the confidence to take in things in their favour. What a great side this has been, Leicester City. They've made it all count, isn't it? Leicester City, the experience here. Even Arsenal, both these teams, of course, have let the performance speak for itself. This was a fantastic save earlier on. Keeper diving towards his right. Well, he's been a pick of the keepers, to say the least. Alex Kovacevic. And plenty of changes and attempts came in. Post that, Arsenal. This was the attempt which could have got City Peck his first for the game. And the first for Arsenal as well. And finally, Joe getting it in his side. The first goal for himself and the team as well. Brilliant first touch and just placing it down towards the right. It was 1-0 Leicester from there on. And then a couple of other strikes as well. Making things easier. That was the end of the first half. How things started out. Plenty of dignitaries from around the corner. Second half started with Arsenal, of course, trailing by a goal and in their expectations for getting one back, but Leicester kept on the pressure. Pennant, of course, was one of the pick of the strikers from Leicester, was constantly raising pressure. Ismail, the tiny wonder, came back in, but just could not produce the moment of magic which we're all waiting for. And since then, Arsenal have just been trailing. Even the physical presence did not matter in front of a team from Leicester, which got very well set in the earlier game. And even before the end of the halves here, you could have seen Arsenal struggling down. Yeah, the possession. And that has been the story so far, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, the Youth Games football organised by the Premier League and the Hero Indian Super League. It has been a fantastic experience bringing you all the live coverage on the Facebook page of Hero Indian Super League and Geo TV. And this is Roshan Shetty signing off from the commentary box. Thank you so much. Good night.